better for drummer Steve. Stand up. Featured Steve Novosel on bass. Now, while we got your attention, let's introduce the guys. This trumpet player here is John Swana. Piano player over there is Charles Covington. Of course, Steve Novosel on bass. I'm Harold Mann. Now, going back to the old bebop days, one of the main thrusts of the bebop players was to take a good old standard tune with good chord changes and nice melody and change the melody. Good example of that is a tune called Whispering. So first, for those of you who are too young to know what whispering sounded like, we're going to give you just an idea of what whispering sounded like. Okay, guys. Okay. Now, Diz thought that those chord changes were beautiful. Charles is going to play the same chord changes, but we're going to play the rendition that Diz called Groovin' High. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now,
when art is made accessible to the public, it has the unique ability to inform and inspire us, to see ourselves reflected in the beauty of a poetic lyric, to let our hearts beat to the pulsating rhythms of a dancer's step, to allow our spirits to be lifted, connecting our highest hopes and ideals to movement and melody, envisioning a wellspring of limitless possibilities in our collective future. For song and dance are both borderless and boundless. And when genius speaks in any tongue, the entire world will hear it and listen.
Good evening and welcome to Millennium Stage. Please welcome Javier Nero Jazz Orchestra.
I'm good. How are you doing? Thank you. Thank you very much for coming out this evening. We're the Javier Nero Jazz Orchestra. We're really excited to be here at the Millennium stage on this historic venue here in Washington, D.C. That first composition was one of mine. Actually, everything you're going to be hearing this evening are all compositions of mine, some of them on my most recent release, which we just released on March 20th, entitled Alkebulan. And that word is an ancient and native word to describe the continent of Africa, which, as we all know, has a lot of still hidden and secret knowledge buried beneath the pyramids and inside. And there's a whole history there and a whole rabbit hole you can dive into if you Google that word, Alkebulan. And representing that history, we had Eric Williams on the flugelhorn. Wes Anderson on the drums. Ben Turner on the guitar. And we're going to continue on with something else. I'm kind of a little bit of like a nerdy, philosophical type person. I like old history, and I also like sci-fi and things like that. This next composition is entitled The Fourth Dimension. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Thank you very much. Once again, that was the Fourth Dimension. Wes Anderson on drums once again. Daniel Andrews on the alto saxophone. Alec Aldred on the trumpet. And yours truly, Javier Nero on the trombone. That was the Fourth Dimension. Actually, those first two compositions, Alkebalon and the Fourth Dimension, are both actually right in order on our new CD. I'll be at this merch table at the end of the hallway at the end if you'd like to purchase a copy. That really helps us out. That's how we survive as musicians, is selling our music. So please come and support that way if you can. And this next composition is actually, we're gonna take a little bit of a left turn. If you guys were afraid we're gonna be playing super loud, hyper masculine jazz all evening, we have something a little bit more tender here for you. This composition was written as I was waiting for my daughter to be born. Her name is Zara, and her middle name is Isla. This one is named after her. And it's hard to believe she's about to be 2 years old now in August already. So I hope you guys enjoy this, written for my daughter, Isla. Thank you very much. That was Isla. And you heard from the sultry, beautiful tone of Manny Chazabal on the alto saxophone. Manny's joining us from Miami, Florida today. His flight got delayed like 3 times, still made it out here to play for you guys. Oh, yeah, so. And visiting us from New York City this evening, that was Tony Glauci playing that beautiful trumpet solo. And of course, playing very, very nicely on the piano, that's Tomas Johnson on the piano. And the rest of the rhythm section, that's Ben Thomas on the bass. Once again, Ben Turner on the guitar. Wes Anderson on the drums. And once again, we're the Javier Nero Jazz Orchestra. We actually play once a month up in Baltimore at a place called Andy Music. And whenever we play outside of Baltimore, I like to tell people to come check it out and come see us play in a smaller, intimate venue. Baltimore is not all just like The Wire. There's some very nice places in the city. You'll be safe. You'll be okay, especially if you come hang out with us. And anyway, yeah, this month we'll be playing on June 18th at Andy Music up in Baltimore. So come check it out up there. I'm always trying to write new music, and so you hear something new, I'm sure, pretty much every month. This next composition is something I wrote many years ago, actually, and then just came back to and revisited. And I said, you know, there's actually some nice parts to this song. I think I could kind of reorchestrate and turn it into something I like a little bit more. And this tune, along with Alkebulan and one of the other tunes you'll hear later, which is entitled Seminole, a lot of these tunes are kind of inspired by my very mixed ancestry and heritage here in the Americas. Part of my family is Spanish, who immigrated here through Florida as rum runners, and then actually apparently the wagon train was raided by Native Americans. That's where we get the Seminole blood. And also, obviously, I'm African American as well. And so this one is actually a little bit of an homage to my both my native heritage and my Spanish heritage. This is entitled El Dorado. This is another little rabbit hole you can go down. The Spanish conquistadors came over here looking for gold in the Amazon and other places in South America. And they never quite found it, but there's still legends that say that there's an ancient city of gold. Hope you guys enjoy this. El Dorado. Thank you very much. That was El Dorado, Manny Chazabal on the alto saxophone, Luis Hernandez, the Spanish invasion. And who else did we hear from that on that one? Tomas Johnson on the piano. And we had programmed a couple more tunes, but we got carried away and started having fun up here. So unfortunately, we're going to have to cut one of them and move on. We only get 60 minutes up here, but if you come up and see us at Ondi Music, you get to hear 2 full sets of music. And this next composition is entitled Seminole. And for any of you guys that are, jazz nerds out there, there's an old jazz classic called Cherokee by Ray Noble. And I decided to take the chord changes and create my own melody over that. And this is entitled Seminole. You're going to hear from some members of the band you haven't heard from yet. Hope you enjoy this one. Thank you very much. Seminole, Dave Moscow and Brendan Lanahan on the trombone. Tony Glousy on the trumpet. And we have time for one last tune for you guys. Once again, we're the Javier Nero Jazz Orchestra. We do have CDs for sale. We have a limited quantity of my first CD, which is entitled Freedom, which is the name of this next composition, our final tune of the evening. We have a limited amount of those, but the first few people that come and buy one of my new CDs, I'll give you a free copy of that one. So please come see me by the little booth back there at the end of the show. Like I said, this last composition is entitled Freedom. I wrote this one when I was finishing my undergrad at a very prestigious music school in New York City, but a lot of us really did not have a great experience there, and we were very happy to be done when we graduated. So I wrote this composition just after graduation, feeling really good about moving on to the next page of my life and my career. And you guys will hear a little bit of, a little bit of Americana and Copeland-esque type of sounds in here, very American sound. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Thank you so much. You've been a great audience. Once again, let's see if there's anyone you haven't heard from yet. Andrew Kreitner on the tenor saxophone. You'll hear a little bit from him on this one. And Taylor Esbenshade on the bass trombone. Miyakwe Adote on the baritone saxophone. And killing it on the lead trumpet all evening, that's Josh Kaufman. And I think that's about everyone else that you haven't heard from yet. This is Freedom. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the Javier Nero Jazz Orchestra. Andrew Kreitner on the tenor saxophone, Tony Glauci on the trumpet, yours truly, Javier Nero, on the trombone. Thank you so much for listening to us. Come check us out at Ondi Music in Baltimore on June 18th. And please purchase the CD if you can. That really helps support us. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good evening.
Thank you for joining us at Millennium